What if you could walk through this world untouched by chaos? What if insults bounced off you like raindrops on steel? What if nothing, not rejection, not fear, not disappointment, could shake the ground beneath your feet? Imagine living in such a state where your peace is not borrowed, not begged for, not dependent on anyone's approval. It is yours, untouchable. Most people live like puppets, strings pulled by every comment, every glance, every rumor. Someone raises their voice, and anger rises in their chest. Someone ignores them, and insecurity consumes their mind. They live as slaves to their emotions, chained to the reactions of others. One harsh word can ruin their entire day. One moment of rejection can break their confidence. But what if you could sever those strings? What if you could take back the control that you've handed over so freely? The truth is you can. It begins with a decision that your inner state is yours and yours alone. No one else has earned the right to disturb it. Think about it. When a storm rages outside, do you run around screaming at the sky, demanding it be calm? No, you close your windows. You build stronger walls. You light a fire inside. You protect your peace from the storm, because the storm will always exist. The same is true of life. People will disappoint you. Some will betray you. Many will misunderstand you. That's not something you can control. But you can control how you respond. You see, composure is power. The person who cannot be rattled cannot be defeated. The one who stays calm when others lose their heads is the one who sees clearly, decides wisely, and walks steadily while the rest stumble in panic. Imagine standing in the middle of an argument, voices rising around you, tension thick in the air. But you remain still, your breath steady, your mind clear. The storm swirls, but you are the eye of it, silent, unshaken, immovable. That is strength. That is mastery. How do you reach such a state? It starts small. It starts with awareness. The next time you feel anger rising, pause. Do not rush to speak. Do not rush to act. Just pause. That pause is where your freedom lives. Breathe. One slow inhale. One steady exhale. In that breath, you remind yourself, I am not my anger. I am not my fear. I am not my reaction. I am the one who chooses. Each time you do this, you train yourself, like a warrior sharpening a blade, like a boxer repeating the same strike until it becomes second nature. You are training your mind to obey you, not the chaos around you. Over time, something shifts. Insults lose their sting. Rejections lose their weight. The noise of the world becomes exactly that. Noise. You stop flinching. You stop reacting. You stop being pulled into every storm, every fight, every distraction. And people notice. They wonder how you stay so composed when everything is falling apart. They wonder how you keep smiling when they expect you to break. They wonder why their words no longer control you. But you know the truth. It is not because the world has become kinder. It is not because life has become easier. It is because you have become stronger. You have built your fortress within. And when you build such a fortress, nothing and no one can take it from you. Most people don't even realize how easily they're controlled. A single glance, a dismissive tone, a careless comment. Suddenly their heart races, their voice shakes, their peace vanishes. They are prisoners, not of the world, but of their own reflexes. Think about it. Someone insults you, and your chest burns with rage. Someone rejects you, and doubt crushes your spirit. Someone cuts you off in traffic, and for the next hour, you replay the moment in your head, angry at a stranger you'll never see again. Is that freedom, or is that slavery? When your mood belongs to others, you are not living. You are being lived. You are tossed like a leaf in the wind, blown wherever circumstance takes you. And deep down, you know it. But there comes a moment when you must decide. Enough letting others write your story. Enough letting their storms drown your fire. Enough letting their actions dictate your peace. That moment is the beginning of power. You see, real strength is not in the clenched fist, not in the raised voice, not in dominating others. Real strength is in restraint. Real strength is in silence. Real strength is in standing unshaken when everything tries to shake you. Picture this. A man mocks you in public, expecting your rage to entertain the crowd. Instead, you look at him calmly, your eyes steady, your voice unshaken. You don't fight. You don't flinch. You don't give him what he craves. His power dissolves instantly. Why? Because he cannot control you. That is the essence of freedom. When no one else holds the strings to your emotions, you become untouchable. But make no mistake, this is not easy. It takes discipline. It takes training. It takes 1,000 small battles fought in silence. The next time anger surges, pause. When fear whispers, pause. When rejection stings, pause. That pause is your weapon. That pause is your fortress. In that pause, ask yourself, do I choose peace or do I choose chains? Every reaction is a choice. Every outburst is a surrender. Every moment of composure is a victory. At first, you will fail. You will snap back, lash out, lose control. And that's fine. Failure is part of training. A soldier doesn't become unbreakable overnight. A sword is not forged in a single strike. Every mistake is just another hammer shaping the steel of your will. Over time, you notice a shift. The little things that you used to consume, you no longer matter. The words that once broke you no longer reach you. The fears that use a chain you no longer touch you. And then something powerful happens. People begin to test you less. Why? Because they realize you cannot be provoked. They see that your emotions are not up for auction, not for sale, not within their reach. And in that moment, you are free. Free from their control. Free from their games. Free from the invisible chains that bound you for so long. This is mastery. Not of the world, not of others, but of yourself. And when you master yourself, the world bends in ways you never imagined. There will always be storms. There will always be insults, betrayals, disappointments, losses. Life will not soften simply because you have chosen peace. But here is the secret. Peace was never about avoiding storms. It was about standing firm in the middle of them. The strongest trees are not the ones in gentle meadows. They're the ones that grew on cliffs battered by winds, soaked by rain, scorched by sun, yet still unbroken. Their roots dig deeper because of the storm. Their trunks grow thicker because of resistance. And so it is with you. Every insult is not an injury. It is training. Every rejection is not a wound. It is a weight that strengthens your resolve. Every moment of pain is a hammer striking the steel of your spirit, shaping it into something unbreakable. You must stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, how is this shaping me? Because life is not happening against you. It is happening for you. Each trial is a test. Each test is an opportunity. Each opportunity is a doorway into mastery. Imagine yourself as a fortress. Walls of stone, gates of iron. The world can rage outside. Storms can crash. Enemies can shout. But inside, the fire still burns. Inside, the halls remain calm. Inside, no one enters unless you allow it. That is what composure truly is. Not the absence of chaos, but control over your inner space. But a fortress is not built overnight. Brick by brick, choice by choice, you construct it. Each time you resist anger, you lay a stone. Each time you breathe instead of breaking, you raise a wall. Each time you refuse to surrender your peace, you seal a gate. And one day, you will wake up and realize the fortress stands, strong, unshaken, untouchable. When that day comes, something incredible happens. People cannot help but respect you. They may not always like you. They may not always agree with you. But they will respect you. Because the world bows, not to the loud, not to the violent, but to the unshakable. Think of the leaders who moved nations, the generals who won wars, the visionaries who changed history. They were not controlled by every insult, every doubt, every failure. They held composure when others lost it. They saw clearly when others panicked. They stood tall when others fell. And now it is your turn. Not tomorrow, not someday, now, because life will not wait until you are ready. The storms are already here. The tests are already coming. The question is, will you enter them weak and reactive or strong and untouchable? Make the decision. Guard your peace like treasure. Protect your composure like life itself. Refuse to hand over control of your emotions to anyone, friend, foe, or stranger. And when the world asks, how do you remain so calm? How do you stand so tall? How do you keep smiling when everything is falling apart? You will know the answer. It is not because life is easier for you. It is not because the world is kinder to you. It is because you have built the fortress within. And once that fortress is built, no storm, no insult, no rejection, no betrayal can ever bring it down. You are untouchable. You are unshakable. You are free.